your life is a whole lot more interesting than you give yourself credit for. And on top of that, you have the backbone to boot. And people are feeling some type of way about that because you're getting back to the way that you used to be. There is something that was within you that was being buried or being stifled by pain that was activated. And so now you are on damage control, and you are like, it's like you're wiping a hard drive and making sure that everything that needs to be protected is protected. So if this is your social media, your destiny, your crown, your purpose, like, you are not messing around, because whatever you were fighting through, whatever you were battling through, whether it was addiction, certain habits, certain routines that you had, a certain way of doing things, something took over you and it was painful, and you have fought through it. I am speaking to someone that has fought through something nasty, and you don't give yourself enough credit for how amazing you are, how resilient you are, how strong you are. So don't you worry. Don't worry, I'm going to remind you. If you're new here, I'm your bestie on the internet. Duh. I am your favorite YouTuber. I am your spiritual cheerleader. I am your cosmic advisor. I am your chicken noodle soup for the soul. Some of you can call me your fairy godmother, but we need to get into today's message. What I channeled for you is, you're feeling froggy and you're going to leap. You're going to say certain things. You're going to do certain things. And some people are going to wish they never met you. You have just activated, like, you're hitting the ground running. I keep hearing the word activation, activation. Whatever has been activated in you, you're talking to yourself differently. And you don't care if people think you're talking to yourself. You don't care if it looks delusional or whatever. You are fighting through some crazy spiritual da-dun. You know what I'm saying? People that want to take you out, people that are mad at you because you stood up to them. You are a different person today. There has been some type of spiritual surgery that has been happening while you are resting. It's like parts of this hard drive get cleaned up. There's all this data, like bad data, that you don't need anymore. There's all these self-limiting beliefs that you don't need anymore. And you're like, you know what? I have fought through worse. So why am I going to let whatever this ick is, whatever this nastiness is, why am I going to let that take me out? Like, let's be so for real. You have fought through homelessness. You have fought through bankruptcy, not having money, divorces, nasty custody battles. You have fought through restraining orders, crazy exes. You have fought through having money, no money. You have fought through family issues. You have fought through so much. Some of you guys, even addiction. You have done it all. So this ick, this nastiness might be new to you because you've never been attacked in this way, but you are handling business. Know that. Something took over you. I've been talking about this the last couple of days, that there's been like this spiritual surgery that's taking over every time you rest. It's helping control, alt, delete things that you don't need anymore so you can intuitively download what you do need. So you are being given certain cheat codes that are going to help you battle this, fight this, and stand on top. It's like you woke up with a lightsaber in your hand. You're like, who wants to battle me? Who? You're like Jon Snow in Game of Thrones. Let these mother effers underestimate you. Some of them are finding out right now you are uneffable. They're like, I can do them in, I can harm them, I can do all these things. They can't do anything. They can't do anything, and they're finding out. Some people thought they could run amok on your timeline, make you feel about this small, and they are finding out that they are now non-existent. They're invisible. They thought they don't got backbone, they don't have audacity, they're real nice. So you might have been nice to someone and given them the benefit of the doubt, and now you are showing them the side that they ain't never seen, which is brutally honest, a banner of audacity, and showing people, I'm not the one. I'll pretend you don't exist at all. You are a sociopath and a narcissist and a monitoring spirit's worst nightmare. I'm going to say that again for everybody in the back. You are a monitoring spirit's worst nightmare because you are being given all the codes to protect yourself relentlessly. And now you're talking to yourself like somewhat aggressively. Let's say you've been trying to quit smoking and you're like, I'm not going to smoke. I'm not going to do this. No, I'm not. And you're fighting it. You're fighting it. You're fighting the urge. I think psychologically, when we're fighting an urge, I know this is like the Japanese way of doing it. I'm part Japanese. This is the Japanese way of doing it. So I'm just going to like put that out there. We fight an urge for like 5 minutes. I think maybe 10 minutes top. So if we can fight through the first 5 minutes of that urge, and sometimes it helps to even hold it. Like I had to quit smoking. I fought through addiction. I quit smoking. It was a whole situation. Sometimes it feels good to just hold the pack of cigarettes and know that like, you ain't telling me nothing. You ain't telling me nothing. Sometimes it feels good just to hold whatever that vice is and say, you cannot control me. I tell you what time it is. You don't tell me what time it is. So you don't care if you're out here looking crazy. I know whoever I'm speaking to, you're talking to yourself when no one's around. And I'm with that because I be doing the same thing. I'm my own best friend. I mean, my husband's my best friend too, but like, you know what I'm saying? I am my own best friend. I don't need no new friends. No, I do not. So these people that want to come up to you and smash your ton of cups, fly through twice. But yeah, back to this vice or habit or whatever you've been going through that is not normal or usual for you. You are looking at this thing like, how dare you think that you can put a muzzle or a chokehold on me? It is foot on neck season. And I will be outside. And I will be saying things. And I will be ignoring people. You are a monitoring spirit's worst nightmare. You're like, you want to battle? Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. For instance, let's say you're trying not to eat sugar anymore or something. Do you know what I mean? It could be anything. You're like, I've been to battle. Okay? I've been through some things. And I'll be damned if this sugar, these cigarettes, these things got a hold on me. And you might just want to hold it so you can look at it like, you're crazy. I don't need you anymore. I'm going to set you right there, because I'm strong. You're probably seeing 1111 and 111 everywhere. You could be waking up at 111. You look at your phone, it's 1111. You're seeing it a lot. Way more than normal. But you are learning how to control your emotions because as you're resting more, there again is data being deleted. The self-limiting beliefs that you still hold on so tightly to are being deleted. The things that you feared or what you thought other people could do is not as strong. Like the urge isn't as strong. The feeling isn't as strong. You're doing different things that maybe before you did mindlessly. That's another thing. There were things that you did before mindlessly. It could have been walking. It could have been drinking a certain beverage. And you maybe didn't realize that those things helped you. And now that you've been away from those things and you've been going through this ick and this nastiness, you're like, wait, those things actually helped me. Maybe it was matcha. Maybe it was tea. Maybe it was a certain water. Maybe it was electrolytes. Maybe it was a certain type of exercise. You are seeing how certain tactics that you just mindlessly did, they were just things that you were doing at that time when, the before period of whatever this is that you're almost out of. Do you know what I'm saying? I know, I hope this makes sense, but whatever you used to do without thinking, now you're seeing how that helped you. And so you're like, wait, let me go back to that. Let me bring that back into my life because it actually helped me. Okay? So if you've been stressing out really bad, you're like, wait, those naps helped me. Wait, that walking helped me. Wait, sleeping more helped me. Tracking my steps helped me. taking the electrolytes, the multivitamins. Like, God is getting you ready to be the fittest that you've ever been. That is not something maybe you even had on your spectrum, you didn't even have on your mind. You weren't thinking about being fit. You were just thinking about getting better, getting past certain vices, getting past certain attacks. Whatever you've been going through that has felt brutal, your chariot is here. You are looking at fear straight in the face like, I cannot believe I was going to let you run amok in my life. And I want you, whenever you get a chance, to say it out loud. Okay? You might want to do it when nobody's around, whatever will have you, but tell yourself, I cannot even believe that I was going to let this take a hold of me. There's no freaking way. I'm ready. I got the King of Pentacles for you guys twice. So if you thought you were just going to be living a regular, degular, schmegular life, like, God is preparing you for a reason. To be fit, to be fierce, to be clear-headed, to have the necessary clarity, because you've been dealing with brain fog. You've been dealing with restlessness. You've been dealing with waking up a lot in the middle of the night. And you are going to be seeing certain cheat codes that you used to do that really helped you. Seriously. And if you guys feel comfortable enough to share what those things are, like, put it in the comments. For instance, I used to use a neck pillow, and then I don't know what happened to it. I stopped using it, and I was like, why is my neck hurting? Oh my gosh, what's going on? And then I was like, oh, the neck pillow, girl. Oh my gosh. So it's like things like that. If you're trying to do low intensity, like my thing is doing low intensity, I was like, oh yeah, I used to walk way more when I lived in a different neighborhood. And now I'm like, why am I not walking? There are all these things that we used to do and we didn't realize how much it helped us. So now you're ready. You are not going to live any type of normal life. You need to throw that out the window right now. You're going to have a new car. And that's another thing. If you are not ready for the terms that God is bringing you, click off this message. Okay, I should have said that in the beginning. If you are not ready for the terms, if you are not ready, don't watch this message, because this is for someone that is fighting through self-limiting beliefs, knows that they're the generational curse breaker, knows that there's greatness in their DNA, and they're ready. They are ready. And that's why you're fighting through all the smoke, all the spirits, all the things. You are praying like you ain't never prayed before. So let me remind you of an anthem or two that we have on this channel from the beginning. You are divine. You are cosmic. You are mother effing intuitive. You stand in your truth and you grow daily. And every day that you create a better life, every day that you are creating legacy wealth, the devil comes to play. And we what? Say it with me, y'all. All my A1 day ones. We only F with the light. Okay? Where's that lightsaber at? We only F with the light. And if people want to play, we could play. We could play. It's going to get real prickly. It's going to get real sticky. And that is the first anthem that I wrote for the channel. Second anthem I wrote for the channel. We vibrate high. High as heaven. So if you are here for some effery, click off. Okay, that part's not in there, but you know what I'm saying. We vibrate high, high as heaven. We stay prayed up and strapped in every sense of the word. Our destiny is ours by birthright. Don't start none. And there won't be none. Street bike, confirmation. You are stepping into your sovereignty. Say it with me, bestie. Sovereignty. So everybody around you, they're shook. They better take several seats because they're realizing whatever they try to do to dim your light, it's never going to work. Never. Never, never. In fact, you are getting the balls, the audacity to say things louder, stronger, faster, and to say like, no, I do want that. Why was I trying to talk myself out of it? You are not talking yourself out of things that you deserve. You're not doing it. I cannot wait to go over the confirmations with you. You are going to be blown away. Like, that's why I'm saying if you are not prepared for really big, good things and just hearing a little bit of this is making you uncomfortable, this is not your message. Because whoever I'm speaking to, you are somebody that is facing their fears and said, come on, bitch, let's go. Let's go. I'm going to roll my sleeves up. I'm going to slick my hair back. I am not the one. That's my bestie. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. So we have the Elder of Pentacles, which is also the King of Pentacles. You're showing people, I'm your elder. I may not look elderly, but I am your elder. I am of high honor. So you better stamp some respect on my name, because I'm not going anywhere. You are showing people wherever they tried to shove you into a corner, wherever they tried to make you the wallpaper, wherever they wanted you to be a wallflower, wherever they wanted you to disappear to. It's not happening. It's not happening. They better stamp some respect on your name. Because now they're shook. They're like, oh my gosh, I thought we got rid of them. I thought we bullied them up out of the room. I thought we made them feel so uncomfortable that they weren't going to come back. You were running at 60% for like the last year. You were running at 60%. And I'm going to say on a good day. You are now at 99.9%. You're looking different. You're feeling different. Things are clear. Your skin is clearing up. Your thoughts are clearing up. There is weight that is clearing up. Your clothes are fitting differently. And you cannot tell me that that doesn't feel good when you have felt attacked or sick for the last 2 to 5 years. Going through health issues, constantly being sick, feeling like your immunity's in the shitter somewhere. You're like, I don't even, like, who is this version of me? Am I unaliving? Like, what is happening? And you woke up today thinking, I have fought through way worse. So whatever the thing is that thought it was going to put me in my place, it's not happening. It's not happening. And I'm proud of you guys. So let's get into all the other amazing stuff that's coming in. Oh my gosh. First of all, I saw a bunny today on my security cameras, and I sent the footage to my husband. It was like a short little clip, and this bunny was like hopping around, and I freaking love bunnies. There's a couple bunnies by my house that just had babies, and every time they're on the cameras, I'm like, oh, they're so cute. This is you. Okay? Some of you guys are going to travel. Some of you guys are going to move. You're feeling fertile myrtle. You're feeling spicy. You're getting your mojo back. So if you felt like your relationship was dead in the water and you're like, I just don't have desire. I don't know where the desire went, but I just don't have it. Bet you're simmering now. Bet you're simmering now. I'm so excited for you guys. It's like my best friend has been down in the dumps and has just been holding on by a thread, but you've been just grinning and bearing it, and now you're like, no, I do want that. Yeah, I want that too. Nope, I am going to buy that for myself. Nope, I am going to do that. Because you, out of anyone I know how to get it up out of the mud, and you know how to create more. You can create a million things out of nothing. No one knows how to transmute pain like you. This is your season to fly, to leap, to skip, to dance, to boogie, to shimmy. This makes me want to cry the happiest tears, because I see someone that's like just had their head down, like, oh, it's another day. Yeah, okay, it's got to get through the day. And now there's pep in your step, and you're just walking to the kitchen and you just feel like busting out in a little dance or a little song or a little shimmy, and I just want to squeeze you. I'm so freaking happy. I'm so happy for you. So not only that, you are feeling better about your emotions. There is something that you've been figuring out. There were certain ingredients that were messing up your day. Whether it was not seeing the sunlight, certain vitamins, certain supplements, certain medications. It could have been antidepressants. It could have been certain things that were trying to like numb you out, or they were actually raising your stress levels. You were figuring it out. You are getting to the source of what you don't need in your life anymore. And so there are things improving for you fast, and you're getting more rest. So you're going to be glowing. Okay, you are going to be glowing. You're not you're not pump faking the rest. You're not like, "Oh, I can do anything off of 4 hours of sleep." You're done doing that. The more you're thriving, the more you need to recover. Okay, think about this. If you just keep running and running and running, when are you going to lay down? When are you going to lay down? You will never see the results. You will never appreciate the results if you keep running in a circle. And trust me, I know this. When I first got out of my addiction and I first became sober, I became addicted to going to the gym. And one of my husband's friends that is he like competes in competitions. He was like, "Hey, I noticed that you're here all the time," and I'm like training people. You're here a lot. Like, you need a day to recover. And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, you're either here because it's like an addiction for you, or you're here because you want actual results. And if you want actual results, you have to recover." And I was like, "Oh." So I just kept going and going and going and distracting and keeping myself busy, but I was tiring myself out, stressing my body out, and I wasn't resting. So I want you to think about that, because I know whoever you are, you could go for miles. You could go for days. You could go for weeks. It doesn't mean that you should. And this is something big that you are learning about yourself, is when to pump the brakes. Now, I know we have been talking about for the last couple of days a new home and a new car, but I'm telling you, God keeps telling me the same thing. There is a new home and a new car. And if it's not a new home in particular, it's going to look like a new home. Like, let's say you love your home, but you're like, "Oh, I need to clean it up. I want it. I feel like I've got junk everywhere, or I feel like there's just too much clutter." You're going to get a U-Haul. You're going to get a truck. You're going to call junk removal. You're going to get furniture moved out. You're going to de-junk your life and create the palace that you deserve. So that is for you if you have no intention of moving. But for those of you where you're like, "No, I need more space. I just do." You're manifesting the home of your dreams. For others of you where you're like not ready to move yet, but it is on your agenda, keep manifesting. Like, I see you. You are manifesting this dream home. And though you may not feel like you're ready for it, it's going to come here soon, like sooner than you think. Now, for members only, I shared with you guys a visual, a luxury home visual that is great on your screensaver, whether it's your phone or your TV, because that's where I share like extra content, and then you guys get ad-free versions of some of these videos or channeled messages. And I shared with you guys a channel and a video of like this luxury scene of a beautiful home, and then there's the water, and just seeing that, it's so good for your subconscious. That is one of the best ways to manifest, in my opinion, is seeing these things in the background easily, not thinking about it. It's just there. It's just there when you go to bed. Like, I like a fire crackling video with like snow ambiance. Like, I love that on my TV screens. I love it, love it, love it at night. And this is how I manifested certain things for myself. I knew a couple years ago that I wasn't going to be able to move. I just knew that like there's no way I'm not going to be able to move, but I really want a new bathroom and I really want a new kitchen. Like, I really, like, please, 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 can I have this? And so I thought, okay, I'm going to put it on my screensaver. I'm going to put it on my wallpaper of my phone. I'm going to find a bathroom I really like, and I'm going to find a kitchen I really like, and I'm going to put that on my lock screen and my background. I shit you not. I think it was 3 months later, our landlord called and was like, "Do you guys want a renovation? I'm going to keep everything the same, like the rent the same, but do you guys want a renovation?" And I was like, he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to give you guys a new bathroom and a new kitchen." I'm gonna replace some things for you guys. And I was like, what? Like, this, you need to know. Don't doubt what you see. Don't doubt it at all. Like, if you're putting little notes for yourself in certain places, like, don't doubt that those things work. Seriously, because they do. So let's say there's something that you want to pay. Put it on your door. You're going to see it every day when you're walking out the door, and subconsciously you're like, yeah, oh, I need to pay that. But underneath saying like, oh, this bill is due, that bill is due, say, everything I spend comes back times 10. Money comes easy to me. So then you not only see what you're going to pay, so you remember, like, I can pay this debt off. It's easy. I can pay that debt off. It'll be fine. But you're also telling yourself, like, money comes easily to me. Every time you pay a bill, you tell yourself, this is easy. Everything I spend comes back to me times 10. You are about to have the biggest victory lap of your life. Of your life. I don't know when the last time you had this big of a victory lap, but this is huge. And though maybe you don't want to move or talk to a realtor or even pack, maybe you don't want to go to the dealership and look at a car, like, I have a feeling God's going to make it pretty easy for you, because this is something you truly deserve. This is something you truly deserve. This entire year is going to be a victory lap, because you have suffered long and hard. I am talking to someone that has been privately and internally going through things that other people wouldn't fathom. They wouldn't even be able to make it through. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's say you were going through financial issues and health issues the last couple of years, and no one would know. You don't look like the things that you've been through. No one would know that that's what you were battling. But a lot of people are interested and invested in your life. So let's talk about that. You have a lot of people invested in your life because you always land on top. Always. So for instance, I had in 1 year lost a home, lost a family member, lost a dog, like literally lost everything before my spiritual awakening. And I know some people at work knew a little bit about it. Like, they knew my dog passed away. They knew that I had a family member pass away and that I was like going through something, but no one really knew what and like to what extent. They just knew that I was showing up no matter what. And I did take some time off where it was needed, but I know how people look at me. God wants you to be aware of how people look at you so you can move accordingly, so you can protect yourself accordingly. You are no longer running to the phone to help people out that wouldn't lift a finger for you. You are no longer overworking yourself or overexerting. You are working smarter and not harder. That is big, because it was a self-limiting belief for you to think, it's got to be hard. My parents always made it look hard. They always made it look tough. And I don't know anything else but that. So that's what I'm going to do, is make it hard. If I'm not running hard, nothing's going to happen. And you are learning that that does not have to be the case. And in fact, things can shine brighter and be even more successful the more rested you are and the less you're like hyper fixated and hyper focused on it. So there is going to be a celebration. If you are the type of person to not want people in your home or to even not want people around, I'm seeing that you are going to have some type of celebration. You might not invite a lot of people because if you're like me, you're like, we ain't doing that. But I do see you wanting to celebrate a big milestone. And that in itself is a big deal. Like, let's say you hated your wedding, it was awful, and you feel like you and your person deserve a better wedding. So you're going to have a vow renewal and you're going to invite like 10 people, but you just want to have fun and dance all night and celebrate your love and take new pictures. Do you know what I mean? There is something that is important to you that you're going to celebrate. Let's say you get a home and you would never have a housewarming party, but maybe you're going to invite a couple people over and celebrate this milestone. Because if anything, in the past couple of years, you've learned a lot about your privacy. You don't post things just to post things. You don't post your location, what you're doing. Like, you guys will never, like, hardly ever see me posting pictures of me or my husband. The reason being is people feel entitled or like they have the audacity to do things that are crazy. And for instance, I was going to have I have a second channel, my secret channel, and I don't even want to get into that because I'm like behind on the content on that channel, but you know, if you know, the second channel that I have. And I was going to have my husband on that channel. And as I was going to have him on there, and I kind of told you guys a little bit about it, there were things that took off for him at work. So he's like not able to do that. And I think that rejection was for our protection. You are no longer feeling like you have to prove to people that your life is amazing. And you don't need to, bestie. They know. They know that your life is the 10 of Cups. They know that your life is interesting because you used to overshare. And I'm the same freaking way. I used to overshare, like, this is what I ate for breakfast. This is what I ate for lunch. This is when I went here. This is what I'm doing today. Da-da-da-da. I used to post my every freaking thought. And then when I started working on social media, I was like, oh, no. Because I know me and a couple of other creators have dealt with some crazy stalkers here on this platform. And they'll take our pictures, they'll clip our content, they'll draw and doodle and do all types of demonic things to our pictures. So that's why I don't post pictures of him, or, you know what I mean? Like, no. So you're just seeing, like, I don't have to prove that my life is awesome. I don't care about their opinion. And let's be clear, you never cared about their opinion. You were maybe just doing this for you. Like, I'm excited, I'm happy, and I went to dinner, so I'm going to share it. And you will still take these photos. If anything, God wants you to take more photos, wants you to have more memories, wants you to have a bigger photo album. But it's for you, for your eyes only. Because you do have a beautiful life. And you've made it through so much that you deserve to look at these pictures. So you are going to be celebrating a new car or a car. You are going to be celebrating a big victory, and it's going to be public. Like, you might not want people to know, but they're going to find out. Like, if you got a new car and you're like, oh, I don't want them to know about my new car, they're going to know. Word travels fast when it's about you because you're so private, because you're so secretive. But don't worry, I'm not judging. I'm the same way. People find out. It takes one person, and it's the game of telephone. But yeah, there were a lot of people that thought it would be easy to challenge you. But God is saying here that you are going to be a silent millionaire. You're not going to be like, oh, I got millions. Let me cool you off with all this money I got. I'm so awesome. You are going to be a silent millionaire. This is the year that your money multiplies. Oh, I'm dropping it. Affirm it below. This is the year that my money multiplies. Can I get an amen? Like, victory lap, public recognition, going viral, getting a lot of attention, getting praise. Like, oh my gosh, you're amazing. Like, you will be viewed as a celebrity or somebody of important status in a positive way. So what else? The choices that you're making right now are changing your life. Okay? The choices that you are making right now are changing your life. And you're ready to have more fun. You don't care who thinks you're crazy. They're like, oh my gosh, what do they do? They just play all day? Like, what are they even doing? People are steadily, is that a word? Steadily invested in your life, in your love life, as if you were a celebrity. Do you know what I mean? So, you know when we're watching other celebrities and we're like, oh, that's so cool. I hope so-and-so and so-and-so dates. I hope they go out. I hope they get married and have babies. I love this person. They're so good in these movies. This is how people are going to be looking at you. This is how people are going to be looking at you. Some people could be calling you a witch. That could be a good thing or a bad thing, but because they don't understand you, they're saying that you're doing witchcraft or that you're up to something really shady, that the privacy is actually because of something dark, and it's not. You're just waking up to the person that you're supposed to be. Your circle is tight, so tight that it's a freaking period, and you're just ready to have fun. You are ready to let your hair down. Ooh, I'm hearing life is a highway. I want to ride it all night long. I'm telling you, somebody's getting a new car. You're going to be driving with the top down. It's going to be like you and your cat. Like, this is literally her and her cat. I think that's a cat. Yes. Her and her cat. You're like, I don't give an F. I don't give an F. I don't give a F about you or anything that you do. I love this. It reminds me of when I first started dating my husband. He had this convertible Mustang. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to drive it everywhere. And it wasn't even like it wasn't even like brand new or anything crazy or souped up, but it was just so fun. Like the experience, I had never been in a convertible before. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. I want to go with the top down everywhere. And, yeah, I missed that car. It had a bunch of problems, but it was so fun when we were first dating, like going on these drives at night with the top down. Like, why can't you live that life right now? Do you know what I mean? Why can't you live that life right now? You can make anything happen. Okay? You can turn 2 pennies into a whole situation if you want to. You are going to be walking on sunshine. Some of you guys are going to buy more pets. Somebody here is either getting more pets. Maybe you're going to leave your job and start breeding animals. I don't even know. Maybe you're going to leave your job and start, you're going to build a farm. I've been channeling that the last couple of weeks, that somebody wants to have a farm, wants to have animals. I see that you're going to have a pool or hot tub. And I'm also seeing that when you're pulling up to certain places, people are going to be shook at what you're driving. They're going to be shook at what you're driving because it's going to be, it doesn't necessarily have to be fancy, but it's going to be very unique. Whatever you're going to be driving is going to be very unique, and you might not have had to spend a ton of money on it. You might have gotten like hooked up or like a really good deal, but people are going to be looking at that like, dang, that's magical. How in the frick did they do that? Seriously. So I want you to keep beauty in your life. I know that whoever you are, you've been really working towards, I want to have beauty all around me. I want to make things more beautiful. I want to take better care of myself. And I love that for my besties. I want you to take better care of yourself. But you're doing a lot of self-care. But I want you to remember to keep certain visuals in the background, because this is how you manifest things. This is how you're manifesting this. Like King of Pentacles. Where'd it go? Oh no, I didn't shuffle it back in here, did I? I think I did. Oh no, I didn't. Like seriously, you're gonna be so happy. And I don't know what you guys are about to be driving. Like it could be a classic car. It could be vintage. It could be like something that you're restoring. I don't know. Or you might have a fleet of vehicles. Yeah, you might have a fleet of vehicles. This is a really big breakthrough for you. I'm hearing the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. And even then, you're like, I'm galactic. I can surpass anything. Affirm it below. I am galactic. I can surpass anything. I'm seeing that there are certain things that you want for yourself. Like, let's be so for real. There are certain things that you want for yourself. And you're very clear on that right now. Like, no, I do want that. And my life is going to be better if I have that. So I don't know if I'm hearing plastic surgery. Like you could be getting a mommy makeover. You could be buying a new car. You could be getting some type of surgery. And maybe there's people trying to talk you out of it because they're like worried. They don't want anything to happen. But I'm seeing that it's something that you've been praying about or thinking about for a long time. So I don't know. Maybe that's one of the reasons you've been working so hard on self-love, is to make sure that these things are a right fit for you. And you're like, no, I do want that. I do want that. I do want that. Like you are about to be somebody, like people are going to be looking at you like you're a socialite, like you come from money. You don't really care about their opinion, but I'm telling you, you're about to be off to the races. Wow. We have the devil. People are going to think that you made a deal with the devil. Like, okay, they must have a sugar daddy. They have to. Like, there's no freaking way that they made this money on their own. Like, they must be a witch. They must be, do you know what I mean? And it's just laughable that these people are so invested in your life. I'm seeing that things are coming in fast for you, especially if you work online or especially if you're an entrepreneur. I'm going to say that again. If you guys work online or on social media, if you are an entrepreneur, it's about to pop off. We have Grand Rising. If you made it this far in the message, comment below Grand Rising. There are spiritual forces coming in. Maybe some of that spice is coming from this Kundalini awakening. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to mind my business, but you know what I'm saying. And wherever you were throwing this pity party, like, I'm not hot, I'm not sexy, I lost my mojo way back there like a long time ago. Like, you just felt like you've been running and you dropped it somewhere. Bestie, you better pick that ish up. You better pick it up off the floor. Just kidding. I know you already did. I know you already did, because you are done doing this. You are done crying. You are done sabotaging yourself. You're looking at the sugar like, not today, Satan. Not today. You're looking at the cigarettes. You're like, not today. I am not going to let you run my life. I am not going to let you ruin my life. It's not going to happen. Okay? There are a lot of eyes that are on you because people are watching you shoot your shot. They thought they could make a joke out of you. They thought they could make you feel small. And you are showing them what you do with evil eye, what you do with people that think they can boss you around. There were some people that were plotting revenge, and it backfired big. You have a couple arch nemesises that are still mad because every time they've tried, it has gone to crap. They don't know how to anticipate your next move, and you know how to swerve. Anytime you think people are on to what you got going on, you flip the script real quick. You go from 0 to 100 real quick. You go from 0 to informed real freaking quick. I did a message about that a long time ago, but it was like you go from 0 to acquainted with the facts real freaking quick. Yeah. So there's a lot of tea being spilled about people's old beefs with you. And you want to know why they're talking about the old beefs? Because they don't have anything new to say about you. They don't have anything new to say about you. So they're talking about things in the past that used to happen. There's also somebody that's really mad at you because you've been ignoring them. You've not been acknowledging them. They've been sending flowers. They've been sending a card. They've been trying to, in their own low-key way, apologize to you and reconcile, and you are not accepting. You are not accepting. They're like, what in the frick? I sent them flowers. I sent them a card. I kind of apologized, and you're not going to do it anymore. You're just like, no, they're dismissed. Okay? If people were smart, they would take notes on how you maneuver because you're loving yourself now. All right, let's get some advice. If you guys are looking for something close to a personal reading, my Patreon link is down below, and everything that's posted on my Patreon is ad-free. I'm going to be doing a message or I'm going to be posting a message on Patreon that is like, what the F is going on right now? If you need something more detailed, I do a lot of like, what the F readings, and those, what the F is going on is, it's like a what do you need to know right now message. So yeah, there's a lot of messages posted on Patreon the last couple of years. So there's plenty to binge watch. Okay, we have your advice. Keep giving 0 Fs. Remember when we used to do this, guys? You remember? We got to look up at the sky. Are there any Fs to give up there? No? Is there though? Is there? If there is, grab it and chuck it in the F it bucket. Okay, chuck it in the F it bucket. I am seeing that if you are not a Valentine's-y type of person, or a lovey-dovey or affectionate type of person, I'm seeing that you are going to be more lovey-dovey. Because you just know your worth right now. Know your worth and add tax. Oh my gosh, you are going to be dressing differently. Or this is a way that you always wanted to dress, and you're like, I could dress like that. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? You know when we're not like feeling the greatest and we just dumb it down. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we dumb it down. We wear sweatpants. We're like, whatever. I'm going through some shit. I don't want people to see me like this, so I'm just going to dress different. And you're pulling clothes out of the closet that you look good in. Pull out of the closet what you look good in, because you are in this era of 0 Fs given. Like, let's say you've been trying to lose weight. And you're like, I want to wear those pants, but they kind of don't fit, but they kind of do. I want to wear that crop top. It kind of fits, but it kind of doesn't. Put it on. Put it on. Even if you just put it on and you wear it at home, even if you put it on and you wear a sweater around it, God is like wanting you to visualize the fact that you are in an upswing, that you are going to have the body that you desire. This dysmorphia is being dissolved. If you've been feeling like you've been going through body dysmorphia, this body dysmorphia is being dissolved. That's what I mean by like there's data being cleared so you can see yourself clearly. Because let's say you think your body looks a certain way. Nobody else is seeing it that way. People think that you have a banging body. They're like, oh my gosh, I wish I looked like that. But they have no idea what you've been going through internally. They have no idea what you've been suffering through, because you know how to stay hidden. Okay, you already know how to stay hidden on a good day. So you really know how to stay hidden when it's hitting the fan in your life. So like they wouldn't know anyways. Do you know what I mean? They wouldn't even know. But you were about to have endless serendipity, because maybe weight has been a battle. Maybe certain health conditions or ailments have been a battle for you. And I'm seeing that you are getting clarity. You are getting answers. And maybe you stumped the experts. You felt like the experts couldn't even help you. And now you're like, you know what? I can do this myself. I can do this myself. There could have been certain things from the past that worked for you. And you're going to mesh all of this into like this beautiful stew. And it's the stew that you deserve. It's the stew that's going to resuscitate you, and it's bringing you back to life. So if you're buying clothes online and you're like, oh, I mean, I should get this size, but what if I don't lose the weight and I get that size? Take a step back. Think about where you're going and maybe buy that size that you used to wear. Okay? Not because you're being delusional, not because you're being crazy, but because you're doing the work. You're doing the work. And it's time to stop giving yourself such a hard time. Spirit is saying you've been making the necessary sacrifices. You're looking at the thing that had a control over you. You're looking at the relationship that like you kept running back to. The things that you were codependent on. The things that were your crutches or your vices. You're like, no, that's outdated. That's outdated. I'm telling you, you guys are going to be looking sharp. But in your own way. Like, however you feel like a god or a goddess, like, you're just given BDE. This reminds me of, like, if you're watching a reality show and there's, like, a housewife that shows up in this big, feathery, or, you know, businessy ensemble. And everyone's like, what the frick are they wearing? What are they even doing? I'm just going to the store. I woke up like this. I'll go to the store like this. Mind your business. mind your business. Do you know what I mean? I used to get picked on like that all the time. I got picked on when I didn't have clothes. I got picked on when I did have clothes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, growing up, I didn't have anything. I didn't have clothes like that. And my shoes had holes in it. And it was just terrible. And I just always just wanted to walk with my head down. I didn't want anyone to notice me. But then inside, I'm like, I know I'm a star, but this is just something I have to go through. So I'm just going to be over here. And then to being able to get some clothes, because I love thrifting. I love going to the thrift shops. It's like, even then, when I met my husband, I started dressing more like myself, and people would pick on me. They're like, oh my gosh, why is she all dressed up? Where does she think she's going? Ugh. And that's just because you make people feel some type of way when you enter the room. Stop giving an F. Put on that thing that you want to wear. I don't care if you're going to the grocery store and you're like, oh no, there's that F. If you are questioning if you should do the thing, there's an F in the sky. Snatch it. Put it in your pocket if you have to, because you just can't throw it in the F it bucket just yet. Do you know what I mean? Do not live your life upside down for these people, because they'll keep you there. They will keep you there. That is the biggest red flag to me when people are insecure, is they'll try to change what you wear so that you can become more digestible. Oh, no. That pink, no, that's not digestible for me. So I'm just going to need you to like wear something beige. Put on this potato sack. Do that. And then it's still not enough, because you're going to glow through it. You will glow through anything. Anything. Yeah, they're like, can you just become nobody for me? This is how my mother treated me. I need you to become no one, because this is my favorite child. All these are my favorite children except for you. You're a problem. I need you to become no one. It's like, no. So it's taken me a long time to get to a more confident place. I really had to build it from somewhere deep inside me. It couldn't be shallow. It had to be from a place of self-love, or I would fall apart in front of people. And that's one of the things that my husband taught me. It's good when you have haters. And I was like, oh my gosh, why? I want everyone to like me. No. If people are hating on you, that means you are somebody. Okay, not that you need to like be somebody for them, but they're not hating on you because you're regular or schmegular. Okay, so you're not popping if you don't have haters. He's like, look how many haters I have. Look at all my haters. He's like, stretches around the block. They hate me, and I don't care. Because I run this shit. I was like, okay. So it came from like, I can do this. And then I had to dig deep. And then I went through a bunch of things and I had to dig deep again. You will not become nobody for anybody. Don't you ever pretend that your life is not interesting, or that you need to post it on social media so they can approve. They approve. They would swap lives with you in an instant. In an instant. Okay? You have confessions. You might be able to telepathically pick up on what people are thinking about you. Yeah. There's also a darkness that is leaving you. Okay, there was a darkness that was inside of you that was keeping your life upside down. So you're laying down, you're resting. The spiritual surgery is taking place. Whatever was trying to reside within you, you are making it very uncomfortable for it to stay there. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Whatever was trying to reside within you that was dark, you are making it very uncomfortable for it to stay. Okay? Very uncomfortable. It's like, I want to wiggle. Let me rearrange the furniture. No. You've been evicted. Okay? These dark entities are being evicted. Like, get out of here. take your ish with you and not interested. Nope. And you are seeing that there's always a way to get what you want. There's always a way to have the life that you deserve. There is always a way, and you are creating it. You are a millionaire. You have the millionaire mindset. You look like one. You exude this. People assume this about you. So you might as well be living your best life. This is going to be the biggest victory lap you've ever had. And I'm just seeing you ready to celebrate, ready to kick off your shoes, ready to let your hair down, have a good time. So be proud of yourself. I know that you're breathing life. No, you're like a personal trainer. You're like a personal trainer talking to yourself like, no, put that cookie down, put it down. No, bitch, not today. We ain't eating the cookies. The cookies destroy us, okay? It makes it easier for this to reside. Whatever's been trying to take over you, not today, Steven. Not today. Not today, Becky. Not today, Bobby. Not today, Decepticon number 5. We ain't got time. Okay, Holy Spirit, is there anything else the collective needs to know? Again, if you guys need more, the What the F reading will be posted on Patreon. I'm hearing Dream On. I'm hearing Aerosmith's Dream On. I love this. I love this. I love this. Okay, Holy Spirit, anything else? Such a beautiful deck. And I get one more. Generosity of Fire. You think that you're not put together. This is how people see you. You're like, no, my arms are too big. My waist isn't small enough. Oh my gosh, this crown on my head looks stupid. Take several seats. You are a god. You are a goddess. You look amazing. I'll lick your face right now. You better stop. Okay? You are so freaking unstoppable. You're so freaking cute. You don't need to have a filter for nobody. You don't need to look down for no one. You are a powerhouse, and you are going to come in like a, I don't know, wrecking ball. Came in like a wrecking ball. If you made it to the very, 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 very end, you better row your boat to I am a wrecking ball. Affirm it below. I am a wrecking ball. Capiche? I know you. I know you see me. I know you see me. I know you do. All right, you guys. I'm going to stop messing around. I got some work to do. But I love you guys so much. And I'm just so excited because, like, we've been going through this shit. Okay, we've been in the trenches. Yes, we have. We only F with the light. We've been in the trenches. The things that are outdated within us, they cannot reside here anymore. Your higher self personal trainer has come out and said, hey, we're shaping up. Get your lightsaber out, okay? Stop looking at the scale. Stop talking to yourself that way. We don't need the one thing that's trying to keep us down. You throw it, move it, hold it if you need to, and say, you thought you had me. You thought you had me. I don't think so. You are going to come in like a wrecking ball because this is your year. This is your time. This is your time to shine. Oh, I'm so excited. It's going to be a lot easier than you think too. You've made it through like the hard parts, the nastiness. You feel me? Don't forget to smash the you know what, hit the bell, all the things. You don't want to miss out. Thank you guys for your beautiful comments, for hyping up these videos. Thank you for all of your thumbs up. Thank you for the ways that you support my content, my channeled messages. And just thank you for always breathing positivity and kindness here on my platform. And I'm very grateful. I feel like I have amazing soul tribe here. Like, you guys aren't, I could have it way worse. Like, there are a lot of other platforms I go on and I see like the comments are crazy, and I just appreciate you guys. Real recognizes real, and that's what we're doing up in here. Okay? I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.